Hi again. Today I'm really excited to be able to talk to you a little bit about fluency activities and how important those fluency activities are. I want to share with you first a story from my own language learning. I'm from upstate New York, and when I went to junior high school and high school, I studied French. I studied French for 6 or 7 years, and that whole time I studied, I was an okay student. But I never felt like I could really speak French. French didn't have life to me. French didn't feel alive to me. It was just a subject that I was taking and I was passing, but I didn't feel passionate about it. I didn't feel like it was part of me. I didn't think I was a good language learner either. I thought I was kind of bad. Then I was an exchange student for 1 year. I lived on a small island in Norway. And I lived with a family, and I went to high school, and I learned to speak Norwegian. And I used it in my daily life with the family, at the high school, and even at the end of the year, I took my final exams and I passed. And after that experience, I realized that language is something that I have to own. It's something that I have to live, and it has to become alive inside of me. And in order to do that, I have to live it. And when I became a language teacher, I thought about how challenging it is to help students really live the language in the language classroom. In typical language classrooms, I think what we do is we do encounter, remember, take a test. Encounter, remember, take a test. Encounter, remember, take a test. And we don't actually have time to do internalization or fluency activities, or we don't think about it. And we even wonder why our students, after studying English for 6 years, can't speak the language. And it's just interesting to me that, I studied French for 6 years and I couldn't speak the language. And it was because we didn't do internalization fluency activities in the classroom. Many teachers I've worked with say, oh yeah, but that's homework, that should be homework. And my argument is no, it's something we have to do in the classroom to really help our students own the language, to live the language. And that's one of the reasons I think that it's so important to do fluency activities. We have on this course some criteria for fluency activities to make sure they're created in a way that students get a chance to live in English. The first one is participation. The students are doing the speaking, not the teacher. The students are doing the interacting. They're talking with each other, and they have to be both fluent and to some degree accurate. Not perfect, but accurate with a meaning. The second criteria is relevancy. This activity has to be meaningful to the students. If the students don't find it meaningful, they won't live it. They won't feel themselves living in English. The third criteria is interaction. And that, we really highlight that. The students need to be interacting with each other. They need to be doing something. They have to have a reason to listen to each other and a reason to talk. So it's not, a fluency activity is not just say, okay, here are 2 questions, go talk about them. No, there needs to be some sort of organization or structure in the activity where they have a reason to talk to each other. It also needs to be challenging. Right? If it's too easy, our students are going to get bored. If it's too challenging, they're not going to feel successful and they might shut down a little. So we need to figure out what's the right challenge for these students right now. And hopefully that challenge will be enough for us to see that they've reached the learning objective, the student learning objective. And the last criteria is it empowerment. Are the students able to make choices in the activity? Are they empowered to choose what language to use and when and how? The opposite of that would be if there's only one answer. If there's only one right answer, they're not empowered to use it necessarily. They have to give the answer that's supposed to be correct. So we hope that these criteria, these PRICE criteria, will help you think about how to plan a fluency activity and how to live it. And I really hope that your experience on this course is helping you live English in a way that you'll be able to help your students also live English.